So I healed the majority of people. Hello, welcome. And then I let these lot kind of, yeah. So we'll carry on with the quest line, but first I am going to treat everybody. Otherwise, my districts fall into hostile, and I'll lose people. I won't be able to continue with the quest lines, and I'll miss out on major hints, which I don't want to do.
Good evening.
Let's try on.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted.
You've got a cold.
Not under my watch, nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye now.
Who else? He lives outside, right? We'll deal with the blood. Hello, welcome! We're just running around trying to cure people of the ailments wherever they've gone. Yeah, literally wherever they've gone, like, cold. Oi, come here.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe for now. Do you need
Afraid so.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armor.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
You two gonna... okay. So we're just gonna run through to Whitechapel real quick before we continue with our main quest line. It shouldn't take too long. Apologies if it does. Wrong button. So last episode we buried. It's saying 1 now. Why is it? It's not ended. Stop doing this. My connection's tripping out.
Yes.
Please don't trip out.
Over there!
How do you not notice me annihilating the majority of your, well, half your party? You should probably go kill him.
It's a leech!
Chop, chop, chop. Oh my god, stop. I need your blood. Oh look, the bots are going straight away. Now I can do this. Oh my god, it just killed them. Oh, you're deaf, aren't you? Oh, the bots have struck.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
What is that? Oh, cross guy, cross guy.
We have a killer!
You're a killer.
He cannot be defeated!
So you have too many bits to
He's dead!
Really? Oh dear. Down, boy. Deal with the weird noises later. Dropping anything? Yeah, no. Okay.
locked, all right.
I did not unlock it last time I was there. I have to actually go around. Things I have to do. I don't think Harley's awake.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please.
Jeez.
There you go.
Only
Let's
trying to
hope
be
nobody
nice.
steals it from you.
Very funny.
It's funny. Not really unlocked anything
Have
else.
you heard
about
anything
it.
about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nurse Crane? Yeah, I heard she's doing all right. Connected and protected.
Goodbye, young.
So I'm gonna have to go around recovering people.
Its effectiveness has been
Yeah,
proven
help
by
me.
them. Even flu is no match for the Swanborough port.
So we are gonna be in vampire vision for a little bit. Still not made myself known to everybody, but we'll get round to it.
Just look the other way this week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right?
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
You're healthy.
Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I guess what she does for people makes it all right in the end.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
What's the point of a bottomless pit if there's no bottom?
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Excuse me, sir.
Another journey?
I'm not a journey.
A doctor, you say?
Sorry.
Really? But
I'm Joe Peterson's son.
You're healthy.
have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
She's doing good work. I saw her yesterday and told her she could call on me if she ever felt threatened. Do you know what I mean?
I bet she shut you down.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards.
Hello, well.
But this is the only
I'm
job
so
I've
sorry.
found.
Hello,
And
welcome.
it pays well, too.
A job?
Stick
So you're
around a while.
racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
No, we're just running around curing
Goodbye,
people,
Mr.
so I'll talk to him later. Let's go talk to the prostitute then.
Good evening, Christy.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Absolutely not.
Do you need any assistance?
It depends.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
What's the priest with me help? Let's unlock this because I have to go around.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need
That would be nice of you, Doctor.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I'll never know what goes on in that place. But as long as people are getting better, I'll stop investigating her.
Goodbye, Mr. Dark.
Good.
Farewell.
Persecuting those willing to help. Ah, I've locked on. Where's Camellia? Oh, she'll be in the graveyard with Nithercott.
Hello, Camellia. How are you, partner?
Don't think I've ever...
Come on, girl. Smile. Don't you know Dorothy and I have an agreement? We're on the same side. No? All right then, as you wish.
That was a bit harassy, wasn't it?
Very well. Goodbye then.
Guess it was the times, but you know.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
I just
Do you
want
need
to know
medical
if you're
attention?
healthy or not.
It may be wise.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But
Not
I
if it starts to
appreciate
fail,
your
sir.
concern, sir.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
A rich artist as well.
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercourt.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
His phone must be dead. Oh, thank you.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Fair enough.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't know much about the woman.
Nobled.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Unlocked all hints, that's a first. So who have I got left to treat here? You, wherever you are. That's 3. I've not introduced myself to everybody. I know, it's Saturday though, isn't it?
Hello, young man. I'm Dr.
Now
Reed,
you've looked up
and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir.
Your father is worried about you, boy.
Said the wolf.
He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could...
To be honest, I
Do you
just
need
want
any
to,
medical
like,
help?
heal you.
Yes, I do.
Hello!
I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't believe in miracles, but it seems the epidemic has been kept at bay for a few days.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
But you are not
Hello,
responsible
welcome.
for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says
Sorry
that
for the
I joined
voice.
that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes.
We'll be doing the quest line shortly. It's just I kind of let everybody fall sick, and if they fall too sick, it turns into a hostile environment, and I can't complete any quest lines because they start going missing. So that's always fun. I'll ask.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Nice. I love game
It's
logic.
locked.
You can run around the house and take all the stuff and they won't bat an eyelid. What? Okay, don't show me the job refusal letter. So I will let you read those if you watched my past videos. Because if I read them out, it takes too long. You know, you'd be listening to me talk. That's not a plus.
It's not my call, Barrett.
Fred? Oh, Cardigan.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Any news?
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Just say thank you, you.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Who we got left? Benjamin and Petrescu will be here.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Where is he?
Yes?
Do you need some air?
Very tight.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor. It must be my lucky day.
How is Nurse Crane these days?
I don't know what you told her, what kind of deal you made, but Dorothea seems less anxious recently. Thank you for that, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, dude.
Tell me everything you...
I do not believe in it.
Oh, sorry, I've already done that.
Goodbye, Mr.
Robbery! Robbery!
This district seems to get
Where will Mr. Palmer be? Sorry, just vampire sensing where people are. I don't think he's down here. Come I can spy on him if he's not doing anything. It doesn't move. Run. What is happening?
The Swan recording of
answer to
You,
all your
found you.
problems.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't...
I always...
I can try to help you.
The war...
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I visited her dispensary recently. If I'd heard about it sooner, it would have made life easier.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Alright. Okay, so that's everybody healed. We can now rush off to Edgar Swansea. Get moving. Deal with the munching out noises later. What's going on? I think you just dodge left all the time. Not gonna get visited by the red guy, am I? No. Go. So that's everybody healed for now. Let's go talk to Edgar. Pretty sure it's because there's massive trails of blood everywhere.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Not downstairs, she didn't. There's fucking blood everywhere.
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Tough. No one will notice a few more bodies.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. Restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead
Hello,
patient.
welcome.
Who is he?
She, Jonathan.
How are you today?
She was Miss Harriet Jones. Found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I'm your only hope again?
Very well.
I'll be
I'll
nice.
help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite.
Hello, welcome. How are you today?
Patience.
You need to know you
Sorry
can
it's so
trust
early
me.
on a Saturday.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
You're British.
Sean
I am
Hampton,
British.
The man we
yeah.
thought we'd saved at the docks.
Not London
It
British.
seems he was infected
Northwest
after all.
So
British.
Hampton became more beast than man.
True British.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital
How
of
are
vampire
you,
activity.
Buckingham?
Do you realise
Aren't you
what that
British
could
with that
mean for
name?
us?
I'll protect
Rest
you all.
assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought
British
Mr.
do,
Hampton
British
here,
do. That's
I will
amazing.
put an end to this.
Thank you so much. How are you today?
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
I am fine this morning. Had some
Good
false
evening,
starts
Miss
to my
Brett.
stream,
Good evening,
but
Doctor.
it's all sorted now. Thank you for joining.
What can you tell me about the
I
recent
hope you
events?
stick around and
Thought
leave a
Mr.
follow.
Hunt
It would mean a
killed
lot.
Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Lovely.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
Is this game good? Yeah, it's really good if you like story-based games. You don't always get everything in the first playthrough.
Goodbye, nurse.
But
Call me
yeah,
if you need assistance.
I'm always missing stuff, so I'm always replaying it and doing it better.
Good evening.
You should get it. I
Good
think it's
evening,
quite
Dr.
cheap on
Reed.
PlayStation at the moment. Well, cheaper than when it came out.
What can you tell me
By the way,
about the
I am
recent
drinking
commotion in the
tea.
hospital?
Everybody's
So that could be
afraid.
more stereotypical.
Death has always been a frequent visitor. But murder? How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital, it is your duty to deal with these things as best you can.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Fine. I think they're all gonna say the same about what's happened. British tea, you want? Thank you.
Oh, Jonathan. I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman.
Can't beat a good cup
Butchered
of
by
tea.
some savage scowl.
Can we share this meal?
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel
Thank
despondent.
you should look at my past
But there
streams
seems to
if
be
you want
no
to follow
end
the
to the
story so you
suffering
know what you're getting
and death
into.
that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Like, no, just stick with me for a while. What do you know
What do you
about
know of
Ascalon?
Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature,
Thank
a
you!
vampire in
Thank you for the follow!
stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was big and blue.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club
Is there
are the most powerful vampires in
between
Britain
these two?
and exert
Kind
tremendous
of, but it's like the
influence.
prim and proper,
Take my advice and stay
like keep
well
your
away.
distance romance of the time. So it's not all hands-on, if you will.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Bye. Right, we are going to go unlock the East End docks where we originally started. So let's go for an adventure.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Guess what? I'm coming through. Very important because it's vampires. Other werewolves. Not werewolves as such, but there are beasts based on werewolves. they're not called werewolves. They're called sewer beasts or dog creatures. I don't remember what they're called. But yeah, there's tales of the sewer dog, but that's, I think, as close as you can get to a werewolf. Hopefully there'll be a vampire too, where you have to contend with werewolves, because that's what I'm hoping for. Where am I going? This way. Yeah, the vampires, you can set it at what time. That's all that matters. I guess given the choice, you'd choose werewolves over vampires. If we come across a dog-like creature, I'll fight it, and you can see. They don't really call them werewolves here. Oh, I want the bin. Can I go through this gate? Usually no. Yay! It's been unlocked. Can I go in here? Yeah. Is there anyone in here? Nope. I'm gonna steal everything though. Cover letter. She's not had breakfast, no, not yet. She only just got out of our bed. So normally I don't read out the letters and things. I'll let you go past through past streams. I'm still trying to find out how to upload them to YouTube so they get saved. I love werewolves, yeah. Werewolf-esque things. See, I'm a vampire person. You don't really get many good vampire games, and maybe you. Yeah, you don't get many good vampire or werewolf games.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name's Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Or I could drain your blood, just so you remember it.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Could leave it if you kill everybody.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye.
We'll try carry on with the quest line, and I'll do a stream where I just go around chatting nothing with others.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital.
Look, they don't listen,
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Mark?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You'd best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night.
Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Okay, and don't say end the conversation on bye.
That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Don't mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Wrong call. Sorry.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean?
Don't tell me what
You
I
better
can
ask
and
Tom,
cannot
sir.
die on.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here,
Yes, I
sir.
am.
Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
I'll ask all these
Goodbye, Miss
questions
Cavendish.
later. Who are you?
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you
Only
define
you
as a
have.
strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter?
Really?
Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Maybe
Mr.
I'm
Throgmorton,
will
I'm
become
Dr.
a
Jonathan
werewolf.
Reed. I'd like to
Sure.
hear more about these vampires.
Maybe next game. I know
A
it
man
doesn't-
of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
It's mad that some people actually talk like
I'm looking
this.
for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint?
Welcome.
He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find
Yeah, some people do still
Really?
talk like this.
Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Could you
Maybe at
find-
least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
So I'll ask about that later. Are you healthy?
Goodbye.
Yes, you are.
And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Oi, Tommy boy. The pipes, the pipes.
Good evening,
are
Tom.
cold.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Bright as a bulb, then, are you?
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin.
Jesus.
Would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him quickly.
I wonder he's a sad saint then, isn't
Well,
he?
try his night asylum. He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
I need to stop slouching. Are you healthy? Still not answered anything about you.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Where's your drunk friend gone?
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Yeah, well, soon you won't be
I'm
able
looking
to
for
afford
Mr.
it.
Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye.
I'll ask all those questions later. No, that's not what I wanted. I think I've spoken to a majority of the people that... Yep, everyone here that I've spoken to. Let's turn... Sorry, wrong. All of it's wrong. Right, let's go to the East End docks. Well then. Oh, Buckingham. Dog. Sewer beast. Yep, he exploded. Oh, we didn't last long. I did not press anything then. Hello, welcome! How are we today? Where's everything else? Okay, can I open this? I can! But I'm going this way first. Flit, my friends.
I cannot enter.
Ah, it's locked. Let's see if I can find my way through. Normally I get stuck. It takes me ages to find where I can go.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. How are we today? Is that enough? Follow the blood.
Seems like the guard of Prue is on Sean Hampton's trail,
He's dead!
Yes?
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid
Y'all are
rage.
dead.
If this is
Hello,
Sean's ring,
welcome. Oh,
becomes
and
a
goodbye, I
murderous
guess.
beast.
How are we? No attempts. Is there any more blood I can follow? Bunker skull. I can't get over to that. Oh. Okay. I'll just go this way. I'll go this way. Hello, welcome. How are we? Dodgy controller. Ah. Insane. Chop, chop, chop. What's on this side? Gone? this one.
Filthy fucking beast! I'll kill it!
Excuse you.
You'll pay for that!
Where are you? Oh, I'm down. Goodness me. Oh, here we go. Pretty sure I'm in the wrong district.
It's over there! There's one of them vermin!
Oh. God damn it. So that means, yeah. Okay.
Fucker!
Right, can I have the things now? I don't really explore this area very much. Might be loads that I've missed. Can't seem to drop down. There. Where are you? Take you away. Yo! Shush! Shadow skulls. Okay, back up here then. And we will go find the sad saint of the East End. If my character decides to run. God of pre-run note. I don't want to go down there. I just want to find the sad saint. Oh, everyone's left. Oh, there we go. Oh, can I go in here? Hello, welcome.
I cannot enter.
Please say hi. How are we all today? Keeps going back up with 4. Are you all losing connection and then joining back on? Because I don't know what my connection is like. I did have a couple false starts earlier, but it seems to have corrected itself. I don't know if it has for you. Aha, the door has been unlocked. Let's go this way. Into the night we save the day. Oh crap. Let's take him out.
I'd head over there!
Yo!
Oh my god!
Alright, calm down. We got them. Jesus. ended up back where I didn't want to go. Okay. Which way did I come from? Night shelter vicinity. So I can still through here, I think. There we go. Not where I wanted to go.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy.
If not, I'll find something. So... I think I went the wrong way. Oh, wait. There! I'll introduce myself to people later. Sure. Let me have it.
Why the long face, Doctor?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scowl managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Awesome. Gimme. Right, so we're just gonna raid this guy's place. So, I need to find a hideout. Because it is coming, well, it is at the hour marker and I can't continue. So, let's see. There's a hideout this way. Hello! How are you? New dialogue. We'll run back to the hospital. Hello, how are you? We're just gonna go run back to the hospital. I think. I don't know which way to go. There's new dialogue available, and usually these run-throughs I miss all other forms of dialogue. Thank you for saying hi. Not many people do. How are you? Wait, I think I just went the wrong way. No, I'm fine. It's on the same side. Oh, there we are. Torn up page of diary. They mock my colour. Giggity.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
It's locked, all right.
Why can I go down here? I'll just go to a hideout then. Alright, so we'll continue on Monday. I take some days off. Thank you so much for everyone who joined and those who said hi. It means a lot. I will see you at 11 AM Monday morning. The following day. Let's see everyone. Let's just see. So, you're stable then? Alright, I didn't check these guys. Sanitized! Woo! Sugar. Okay. Thank you to everyone who joined. I will see you Monday morning at 11 AM. Bright and early. Bye-bye.